just forming in the lips here, and I'm going with the flow on this one. It's funny when you do these that you can do one face or you start the same measurements and then you just never know what you're going to get. So it's kind of part of the fun of sculpting. So as quickly as I can, I'm going to structure in the mouth. The thing about doing the face is that everything is connected. When you do a mouth, the cheeks are connected to the mouth, so you have to figure how the cheeks will make the mouth look, how the mouth will make the cheeks look, the nose will. Everything is connected, and it's part of the challenge of doing a face is that you can't really make them all unique and individual because they're all connected and they all change how one another looks. So. Kind of giving him a little bit of a there. Now with the lips, there's really not much to. You can look at your drawing books on how to do lips, and really it's just a matter of feel and there's so much emotion that goes into the eyes and the mouth. And it's really so much of how we talk to one another is through those different parts of your face that it's really hard to teach it in a structural way. You just have to go based on the feel of the piece and what you think looks good and matches the emotion or whatever it is you're trying to capture in the look of the face. Since he's got that kind of a stern look to me, I'm going to go ahead and give him a mouth to match the eyes and a mouth to match the way the face seems to be coming out. So. There's a little bit of anatomy right here on the top of the nose. I usually just take something and push it down, or top of the mouth right there underneath the nose to create that little divot. And I'll carry that down. And the tips of the mouth, a lot of times we have a little bit of fatty tissue built in around the mouth, so you kind of see that when I cut in there on that. And then the lip, the divide of the lip will kind of go into it. So the crease of the chin underneath is also, in my opinion, part of the mouth. So I'm creating a deeper pocket right there underneath. And then you have the two pockets of fat, a lot of times that you'll see right underneath the lip on either side. So you can define that depending on the age of the person, because a lot of times it becomes more pronounced as they get older. So I'm going to take away some of the material there and also add to that look of this face a little bit. Now, this wasn't intended to be an American Indian, but it does kind of look like one. So, like I said, I'm just going to go with it. I'm not intending this to be an art piece or anything. It's just designed to show you how to structure the face. So, and I really wasn't even intending on adding any real emotion to it, but sometimes it's hard not to as the face starts to structure itself. So anyway, you can kind of see how the mouth is working there. Again, the little pockets underneath the mouth on either side. And if you're a younger female or a young male, these won't be as prevalent. And just the shape of the lips. And then the little pockets on either side. Again, this depends on age and stuff and how much those show. And then this little crease right here at the top of the mouth. And then the creases on either side. And I think we have kind of an intense look, but I like it. It's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this with a little bit of solvent to smooth it out a little bit. And then I might refine it a little bit more, but basically you get the idea of the nose, mouth, and eyes and how they all work together. And then I might even add some creases on the forehead a little bit and a little bit more detail in the cheeks. But for right now, there we have that basic face. Okay, now that I've gone ahead and just textured it a little bit more and added more details, I'm going to go through now and brush it down. This is clean clay, and it's an oil-based clay, so I use a turpentine base or a paint thinner, and it kind of takes off a thin layer of material. I've added pupils to this, and I've added a little bit of just a little bit of hair for the eyebrow and some wrinkles. Not a whole lot, but just enough to give it some character. I put the pupils looking to his left there, and just kind of cleaning up my strokes here. And you can see my tool marks are kind of going away as I do this, leaving a nice, clean, sculpted surface. If I were sculpting this for bronze, taking away all the little textures isn't exactly the best thing to do. Sometimes it's nice to see those little textures in bronze. But okay, so again, pay close attention to your measurements. Make sure that you're in the right realm when you're sculpting, so that everything comes out pretty cool, and your measurements will help that to happen, so that your end product actually has a real feel to it. But don't cling to them so much that it takes away from your creativity, and allow yourself the freedom of making slight adjustments and in your creative process. Again, we're pretty much done with this face, but I hope it's been instructive. Just remember your measurements, try and keep your form right, and start off in the right pattern, and you should be good. And enjoy doing this with you, and please come back and visit us with the Renewing the Renaissance and the Beginner School, and we'll teach you some more stuff. Thanks.